Internet, what is happening? Massive 5head here, aka VillainRetro, and welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a newspaper article that was doing the rounds on Twitter, and sadly, it's real. It's not parody, it's an actual real article about a real human being. Basically, it's about this woman called AmandaTrenfield who left her husband and children for a man she met, get this, once. She then got rejected, wrote a book about it, is making money off it, and is encouraging women to do the same thing. And you will be shocked to find out what she is doing now for a living. It's beyond parody. So let's dive into the hot mess that is AmandaTrenfield. Let's take a look at this article, see what all the fuss is about. I mean, it's probably not that bad. I mean, whoa. Okay, that's not what we want to see straight away. We're reading an article and we're greeted by this. I mean, is that the best photo to choose? I mean, like, look at those eyes. Like, it's pretty dead behind there, okay? If I was trying to get someone on my side, I wouldn't be like, I ruined my family. Love me. Then we get one of the book. Oh dear goodness, the book. When a soulmate says no. Really good storytelling, just giving it away in the title. I mean, wow. I mean, I'm sure people will be on the edge of their seats wondering what's going to happen when it's given away in the title. Harry Potter, the one where Dumbledore dies. Lord of the Rings, they destroy it. 1984, Winston loves Big Brother. Sorry, those books have been out for years, so there's nothing I can do. If you don't know the endings, there we go. You now know them. Would we say incredible tale? I mean, like, are we just throwing that word out there now? Incredible is supposed to be something impressive. I mean, this woman got rejected and is proud of it. Like, you know, that doesn't really sound incredible to me. AmandaTrenfield from Sydney explained that she spent 20 years building a somewhat predictable life with a career in the financial services alongside caring for 2 young children and her marriage. Oh, what a tragedy we have here. Oh my goodness, this woman was married, had children, had a really stable job. Oh my goodness, my heart breaks for her. Also, predictable life, like, it was your choice to have children and your choice to get married and your choice to go on that job. Like, were you in an arranged marriage? Did you not want to have children? Are you bad with numbers? You chose this life. You then got bored of it. Don't complain about it, okay? There's people out there who have nothing. They have no family. They have no job. They hate their lives. And you're complaining about having all these amazing things. Straight off the bat, it's really hard to sympathize with her. So it started off by Amanda going to this conference in the hope to reconnect with her husband. But then she came across this guy who she had the hots for. And then left her husband for this guy. Really good connecting there. Really good connecting. Amanda said that she was hoping to reconnect with her husband during a 3-day conference in Margaret River, but found herself drawn to another man, Jason, at the event due to the strong and raw electricity between them. Damn! I do not want to know what this woman's thinking. It traveled to my core, she said. It was so intense, I needed to break eye contact. We, the energy. It was electric. My body was completely charged. It was completely on. Oh dear, what a complete horny mess we have here. This is where she's clearly been reading too much erotica. I mean, the electric. I mean, it's like, bro, we get it, you're horny. We also get you're trying to sell your book to lonely spinsters who will lap this up. You aren't the good guy in this scenario. No one's going to read this and be like, wow, what a hero. And if they do, they're an idiot. Convinced he was her soulmate, despite nothing physical happening between them, Amanda left her husband a month later, even though she had no communication with Jason, who ultimately rejected her. Whap, whap, whap. Awkward moment when you leave your husband for a man who you haven't even touched and he rejects you. Also, this just sums up how much of a loser she is. She was convinced he was her soulmate. So that's like you going into McDonald's and seeing someone hot behind the counter working there and being like, can I have a Big Mac, please? And they're like, yeah, that's £5. And you're like, I need to leave my family for this person who I've only talked to once. That's the level we're at here. Like, that's a joke, but that's the exact same level we're at here. So yeah, not only did she leave her husband, she has kids. She left her husband and kids just on the whim of being horny. Those kids are going to read this when you're older, and they're going to be like, my mum is a complete psychopath. Rightly so. You may be having problems with your husband. Okay, fair enough. Think of your children, what this is going to do to them. I feel like her husband got a lucky escape because his ex-wife is now publicly admitting to the world she's a loser and a bad mother and a bad wife. You're doing this to yourself, Amanda. I'm just reading what you wrote. Amanda said there was an instant familiarity with Jason. Is that what the kids are calling being horny these days? She enjoyed having banter with him after he encouraged her to take a sip of his wine during a group meal. He was probably just sitting there and this woman's dead ass creepy staring at him. And he's like, do you want some of my wine? And she's like, come to mama! She claimed that all her senses were on high alert as he took an opportunity to feed her dessert across the table, and her instincts made her feel that their exchange was more than just lust. What does that even mean, more than just lust? Yeah, he gave me food and wine, so he must be in love with me. Actually speechless. For once in my miserable life, I'm speechless. They shared a glass of rosé at the bar, and she felt a strong and raw electricity between them when they clinked glasses. Are you sure maybe you didn't get a wee electric shock in your arm or something? Or maybe it was the vibration of the glass? Or maybe you were just horny, okay? Maybe you wanted your hole. I can't even. Amanda admits that she had to force herself not to stay close to Jason as the event continued, but found herself gaining a deeper connection whenever they locked eyes. This is borderline stalker behavior here. It's like, I had to stay away from him, but I kept following him, and I kept sniffing his pillow, and I kept on taking photos of him when he didn't know. This guy Jason's probably sitting there and was like, this woman just keeps staring at me with her dead eye. Everywhere I go, she's there. I've tried to be nice, I've tried to be like, yo, do you want some food? Maybe she's hungry. Go away, do you want some wine? Piss off. But no, she's still like, what a great love story already. She then goes on to say she loved talking with him, blah, blah, blah. But then she realized that it was a feeling that she hadn't enjoyed in a long time. Perhaps ever. Ever. Shout outs to the husband who just got his heart broke. Let's stick another knife in his back. She then went on to whisper in his ear that she wanted to see him again. Again, stalker behavior we have from Amanda. Riddle me this, Batman. If this was a man who had done this, if this was a man who wrote a story about how he left his wife, he left his kids for a woman he was down bad for, do you think he would be all over the newspapers and getting interviewed in TV and making money off this about what a hero he is? Riddle me that and get back to me, okay? Amanda then says, I had met my soulmate. What could possibly be more important than that? I don't know. Family. Your kids. Mother of the year right there. I had just met my soulmate. What could be possibly more important than that? Mommy, can I have some food? I'm hungry. Shut up, bitch. Mama's horny. Mama's gonna get her man here, okay? What could possibly be more important than me trying to get my hole? That's a statement she said. I'm not being vulgar. I'm like, she says, what could be more important than that? You ruined your kids' lives. I hope you're happy with yourself. That's right. She lived out her fanfic. She then went on to leave her husband and her kids for Jason. Want to know the best part? She hadn't even been like communicating with him. She hadn't been talking to him. She's like, remember that guy I was really horny for once and wanted to sleep with? Yeah, I'm going to ruin my family's life just in the off chance he might like me. Shocker, crazy stalker lady who left her husband and kids for a man she met once got rejected. That's a hard one to work out, isn't it? Yeah, the sad part is that I know that people go through hard times in relationships. People can not see eye to eye with each other and they need to work on it. But like, this is something that her children will 100% know about when they get older. They will read up about it. That is going to do some serious damage to those kids. The only person winning from this is Amanda, and she's not even winning. So yeah, that's the end of the article. But the story doesn't end here, okay? I wish it did, but sadly it doesn't. That's going to bring me on to my next point, as you will not believe what Amanda now does for a job. This dumpster fire of a woman still continues to this day to ruin people's lives. Can you think of the most ironic job that this woman could do? She is a life coach. Amanda now gives people advice on how to run their lives and gets paid for it. I'm not even sure what a life coach is. It appears to be a lot of women in their mid-40s going through a midlife crisis who have done nothing with their lives, so they think, I'm going to give people advice on how to live their lives. It looks like Amanda's messed up her life and thought, what's the best thing I can do to capitalize on this? Yeah, I'm going to ruin other women's lives and make sweet, sweet doll off of it. You know what? She's got a website. Let's make fun of the website. Authentic, empowered, reinvented human. I don't know many people who just refer to themselves as a human. Like, I'm pretty sure we know if someone is a human or not. Or maybe that you're dead inside and you're actually not a real person. So you're trying to convince the world that you are actually human and you do have feelings. I'm on to you, you sussy baka. So the website has some great inspiring quotes by AmandaTrenfield. Tired of living for others? Yeah. You living for your husband, living for your kids? Screw them. Follow your dreams and become a life coach. Isn't that what everyone wants to be? What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a life coach. I don't think anyone has ever said that, and no one will ever say that. Something in the way, really? Is there something in your life that is just making it a misery? Is there some kind of little monsters that you need to look after and you can't drink wine whenever you want to? Just come out and say it. You got tired of being a mum. You got sick of being a wife and having kids. Just come out and admit that, okay? You don't have to be like, is there something in your life which is holding you back? Sorry, you've got kids. You have to be responsible, or in your case, you don't. Great life advice, by the way. Forget about everyone else. Just focus on you. Who cares about other people? Who cares about their feelings? Just focus about you. Really good life advice. You can get advice from Amanda on family dynamics. Oh, the irony. Amanda not only has the balls to give you advice on how to run a family, she charges $395 a session for this. And that's not even the dearest one. You can actually pay this woman up to $2,000 for her to give you advice. I wish I was making this up. This is like a joke, I would say. Like, AmandaTrenfield, what does she do now? Charge money to give advice for her life? Yes, she actually does. There's no punchline. This is real. What idiot would pay for this? You know what? Actually, I don't want to know. I'm just going to pretend that no one actually pays for this and that she's just putting this on just to make herself look good. That's what I'm going to... For me to sleep better at night, I'm going to pretend no one actually pays for this. But sadly, it appears there is people who actually pays for this. She has a testimonials page. And I'm not going to lie, it's kind of sus. I've looked some of these people up and I can't really find anything on them. I'm not saying that they're not a real person, but this girl, for example, Jodie Sparrow, if I reverse image search it, can't find anything. The only thing I can find is this photo of her on Amanda's website. And there's a LinkedIn page with no profile picture, but her recent likes are AmandaTrenfield. Yeah, that's kind of sus. She probably thought no one was sad enough to look this up, but sadly, I am not sad enough to look this up. Same with these two profiles, couldn't find anything about it. I can only find one person who appears to be a real person, so I actually don't know who the bigger dumbass is, this woman or Amanda, or else maybe Amanda actually paid her to, you know what, we're going down a conspiracy theory here, but I don't believe anyone would pay this woman to give you advice. Now, I'm not saying that she's making up AI-generated images and fake profiles to make herself look good. But I'm saying she's making fake profiles to make herself look good. Also, your website's terrible. Just another wee thing to add to this. Your website is terrible. So yeah, I could go through your website all day, just picking apart bits and making fun of it, but I just wanted to show you that not only is she making money off her book, she's making money of giving people advice. Like, this is the worst person in the world to give you advice on how to run your family. And what? Like, in conclusion, why is this woman making money off this? Why is she on TV? Why is she selling books? Why is she giving people advice and getting paid for it? Like, this is only going to encourage women to be like her. So potentially she's going to ruin more families' lives, more husbands, more kids, and more of the women's lives. I've been on Amanda's Instagram, and it's sad and lonely. She's got loads of pictures being like, just hanging out at the beach, had a wonderful day here. She's got no one. She's living this false life of pretending her life's great. My whole life changed when I tried to go after this man. You're not fooling anyone. We all know you're sad and you're lonely. I would honestly feel sorry for you if you weren't trying to play the martyr and feeling hard done by. You had a husband, you had kids, you had a good job. And yeah, that doesn't mean you're going to be happy, but it doesn't mean you should ruin your husband's lives and your kids' lives. This is what happens when someone is so selfish and thinks they are owed everything, and they get exactly what they deserve. You've lost. The only way you can change things is actually by just giving up this whole thing you're doing and just starting afresh, admitting your mistake, and don't try and turn this thing around for you to be the good guy. Stop doing what you're doing and don't potentially ruin other people's lives. And that was the story of the great AmandaTrenfield. It's been so fun. I've been VillainRetro, you've been amazing, I've been amazing. Amanda has been an inspiring, incredible young woman, and I wish her the best in all her endeavors. Thank you all for watching. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you really like it, hit subscribe. It makes my day. Side note here, I just want to say that I'm so thankful to everyone who's subscribed because I've now hit over 1,000 subscribers. I'm feeling very blessed. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for watching. I love you so much. God bless.
Women.